Fulvia, she's a 5 stars hero with Fire Element and Cleric class, defensive hero class. According to her base stats, she has high base stats and is good at attack and defense. First skill effect, deals 520 Moonrise damage to all enemies, deals 40% more damage if the target is holy. Moonrise damage is true damage, and this effect is the newest offensive mechanism, where Moonrise damage output can be influenced by the hero's basic attack stats, as well as buff or debuff effects which can affect the hero's basic stats, such as growth and wither. Where the greater the hero's basic attack stats, the greater the Moonrise damage output. You could say that the Moonrise damage output can change depending on the hero's basic attack stats, whether they are high or low. Plus, the Moonrise damage effect will be greater against holy heroes, which is an even greater advantage in my opinion. Second and third skill effect, reduces the mana of all enemies by -10% at the end of turn, and all enemies get -50% decrease of any healing received for 3 turns. The effect of reducing mana as well as reducing the healing received is quite good, and is counted as a turn delay and healing debuff, where apart from delaying the enemy from attacking, Fulvia also reduces the vitality of all her enemies. This skill will have a big influence on the battle, both in attack and defensive formations. Attack score, A+, judged based on her basic stats and skills. Fulvia has very good attack skills, this makes her a very powerful attacker. Overall defense, A+, judging from the defensive aspect, her class and basic defense are great, combined with her strong attack skills, Fulvia will be very suitable to fill the tank and flank positions in the defense formation. Titan score, A-, in Titan attacks, a deadly combination is needed in order to provide the highest attack score. The combinations needed are, elemental defense down, defense debuff, attack buff, high tile damage, and attack stack. Even though Fulvia doesn't have the required skills, her basic stats and mana reduction effect are good enough to control the Titan's attack patterns, but even so, Fulvia is still not suitable to be on a Titan attack team. Raid tournaments, A+, judged based on her basic stats and skills, Fulvia has attack skills that really influence the flow of battle, therefore Fulvia will be very suitable for use in various types of tournaments. Her overall grading is A+. Conclusion, Fulvia is quite a deadly attacker, especially for holy heroes. Where Fulvia has the Moonrise damage skill whose output can change every time she gets a buff or debuff in the form of growth or wither. You could say that Fulvia's skills will be very good when combined with a goblin hero like Darkfeather, because the growth buff effect can increase the output of Fulvia's Moonrise damage. Coupled with the effect of reducing mana and the healing received, which will have a big influence on the flow of battle, making Fulvia even more difficult to deal with. If indeed there were no significant changes to Fulvia's skills during the beta process. So I can say that Fulvia is a great hero who has the potential to become a meta in the future.